Good afternoon and welcome to my case study analysis for the tower at PNC Plaza. Once complete, the new headquarters for PNC Corporation stood 33 stories tall, cost $400 million, had 800,000 square feet under roof, and was home to 2,500 PNC employees, all in a LEED Platinum accredited building. The defining characteristics of this project are a solar chimney, which acts in conjunction with an active facade, a passive HVAC system, and occupancy-based lighting controls, all of which significantly reduce the energy footprint of this building. The City of Pittsburgh partnered with the 2030 Districts program and is committed to a significant reduction in energy and water consumption by the year 2030. In 2010, when this building was announced by PNC Bank, their intention was to develop a space that would be the greenest sky rise in the world and exceed the requirements of the USGBC LEED Platinum certification. The project is located in downtown Pittsburgh, near the very best that downtown Pittsburgh has to offer. The project team was comprised of PNC Financial Services and PNC Realty as the owner and developer, Ginsler as the architect, PJ Dick as the contractor, and design consultants Happold Engineering and Paldino and Company as the green building consultant. The project scored 86 of 110 possible LEED points with emphasis on sustainable site, water efficiency, and energy and atmosphere credits. The sustainable features which were incorporated into this project are fairly impressive, as this building consumes 42% less energy than similar buildings and 77% less water than comparable projects. This equates to a reduction of roughly 7,700 tons of carbon dioxide per year. What's really interesting about this job is that PNC Bank was collecting sustainability from their branch banking locations for years, and the data indicated that green locations were more profitable. They then used this information to effectively sell the idea of sustainability to management for this project without much resistance. Integrated project delivery was a critical success factor for this job because it involved the general contractor at the outset and allowed them to provide constructability, cost, and schedule feedback through every step of the design process. Most importantly, it allowed them to construct a 1,200 square foot mock-up of the building, which determined that the facade did not ventilate as intended and ultimately saved both time and money. PNC's Real Estate Services Division was able to exercise their expertise to incorporate not only tax incremental financing, but federal tax credits, which equated to significant savings and aided regulatory approval. In addition, the engineering and design teams for this project were able to mathematically model the energy savings for this job and determined that the combined savings of the lighting system, gray water recycling system, and active facades could save approximately $900,000 a year. The payback period for all three of these systems exceeds the standard 10-year holding period, but the annual projected utility expense for this building is $1.9 million per year. At a projected savings of $907,000 a year, the sustainable systems certainly make sense, and they have a payback period of approximately 15 years each. Risk is inherent to development, and this project was no different. The design team had to partner with material manufacturers who are producing cutting-edge technologies in order to ensure that the sustainable components of the building would function as intended, and therefore the energy and tax credits would be available to them. In addition, the zoning and site approvals were contingent upon the gray water systems functioning as intended, and PNC Corporation would be liable for the improvement costs to the existing city infrastructure if the system did not work as it was supposed to. PNC financed and developed this project and therefore realized revenue from the loan interest and development fees. They also provide lifecycle planning and publicly promote sustainability to mitigate risk for their clients. However, the year the project was completed, they published a document stating that they do not place a high level of priority on ESG products. They also don't provide any GR/ESB information, nor do they disclose any of their sustainability practices, auditing, or ESG leadership. In conclusion, we believe that the project team was integral to the overall success of the project, as was the data collected from previous P&C jobs and the integrated project delivery method. In addition, the developer's understanding and use of the available tax incentives and their ability to perform a lifecycle analysis made this project financially viable. Integration of the design team and the building components, along with the appropriate transfer of risk through contracts to assign responsibility and mandate specific insurance coverages, were also key success factors. Finally, we'd like to say that PNC Corporation does have room for improvement of their ESG practices, but this project represents a significant effort by a corporation to demonstrate responsible governance and a triple bottom line approach to development. If PNC Corporation were to ask for our recommendation, we would suggest that they focus on indoor environmental quality and seek feedback from their employees and tenants as the final step in the development process. We would also suggest that they review and understand the requirements of the GRESB rating system and align their business practices with their published doctrine. We appreciate your time. This has been a Watermelon Margarita production in association with Black Lab Entertainment.